of what he's calling you to do. How well do I know? Because I was that mess. Inordinate affections. Inordinate affections. And what that means is my affections are completely out of whack. I'm a woman and I should be loving a man. Or a man should be loving a woman. Inordinate affections means that your affections are out of whack, and you got men loving men, you got women loving women, you got men that like women and men, you got women that like women and men. Inordinate affections in God's house. And God said not so. You got men and women that had a past and found pleasure fulfilling that past with being and sleeping around with anybody and everybody just to get a thrill. God said, no longer will that continue in my house just to get a place, not really dealing with the issues on the inside of you. So I inquired the Lord, what would make another woman want another woman? What would make a man want another man? And the truth of the matter is, and what it all boils down to, is women were being sick and tired of being hurt by men. So they said, well, I'll get somebody that really knows me. I'll get somebody that really knows the inner me. Stroking on each other, a mess. Men being with men because they're too afraid to face reality. Too afraid to step up into manhood. Too many mothers, single mothers, raising kids by themselves. So then a man is looking for really a daddy. So then he goes and becomes attracted to another man. How sick. Come on. He said, my house is not daddy daycare, and I'm not going to keep allowing stuff, disconnected stuff, to go on in my house. And I said, I asked God to show me what's going on in this house. Hello. Amen. Then it says, evil concupiscence. Some of you may not know what that means, but it's going to be broke down today. You may know it as another word, and it's called masturbation. That's what it is. Loving your own self. Sex with your own self. It's still wrong, but I don't have a partner with me. Because your mind is still being sexually stroked. It's still sex. So God said today, no longer will I allow this to continue on in my house. And you may think, ain't nobody doing that. Truth be told, you don't know who's sexing themselves up beside you. Because to look at me, you will never know that I got delivered from masturbation. Hello, I'm keeping it real. Delivered from a lust demon. Because that's what it is. It's a lust demon. Where did it come from with me being molested as a child? So lust demon had already been deposited in me. So then, God said, no longer will I allow this to go on in my house. He said, I need for you to expose everything. Uncover it all. And by uncovering it all, he said, now no one will have no excuses of why they can continue on doing it and be comfortable. He said, my house is not daddy daycare. It was a well-kept secret until I had to write my book. But God is saying to us all today, no longer do I want you to be in a place where you feel like you got to have a false sense of security to get to a certain level or a certain height of pleasure with yourself. No longer will I allow, because really what that is saying is saying, you know what? I can take care of me. I don't need nobody else. I can handle my own business. what God had to really show me, what was really going on is, because I would never lay with another woman. He said, but you laying with you. It's still the same thing. You with you, it's still a form of lesbianism. I said, well, hold up, God, hold up, because I don't roll like that. He said, then get delivered then. You with you, male, male, female, female. It's still a form of inordinate affections. And a lot of times, because of hurt, or because of, we'll go there later. Wait a minute, hold up, let me go back here. And covetousness. Wanting what somebody else has, and you have no clue of the process that they had to go through to get what they got. So all folks see is your story, or see your glory, don't understand the story that you had to go through to get to your present glory, and then they're going to start coveting and start wanting what you have. For real, if folks really knew what you had to go through to get what you have, they wouldn't be coveting you. If they really knew all the hell that you had to literally crawl through to get to where you are now, they really wouldn't want what you have. Because nobody won't go through them. Because nobody won't really deal with the issues. And I just want what you got. I see what you got and I want it. Well, I ain't giving it up that easy. Because you don't know the struggle and the tears and the blood and the sweat that had to be poured out in order for me to get here. And idolatry. Idols. Putting things up before God. And worshiping it before God. God said, I will no longer allow that. So I will no longer allow you to put your emotions before me. Because emotionalism is a form of idolism. You're so emotionally messed up that it's causing you to not focus on God, and you're focusing more on whatever's going on with you. Here's how to see that, God, I'm putting this before you. And that's idolatry. So then I began to ask God, for which things' sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience. So if you don't want to deal or have the wrath of God to come upon you, don't be called a child of disobedience no more. Allow God to change you. Allow God to mold you. Allow God to make you. So I began to inquire of the Lord. What makes a person run to a cigarette? What makes a nervous person or a frustrated person run to a cigarette? He said a false sense of security. Trying to calm your nerves down, so you run to nicotine. I said, God, what makes an alcoholic run to alcohol? He said again, another false sense of security. Don't want to deal with the issue at hand, so you try to self-medicate it through alcohol. I said, God, what makes a drug addict run to drugs? Don't want to do it because, see, the drugs, or even the cigarettes, or even the alcoholism, or even being sexed up, all of that is just an outward form of something else. And a lot of times we get focused on the outward form and not really deal with the issue on the inside. Because all that is just outward manifestations of something else. And we don't really want to deal with what the something else is. Let's just deal with this. That's because I can see this. I can touch this. I can tell you about this because I see this in your life. Well, what's behind that that's making this happen? Let's get down to the truth of the matter. He said, because my house is no longer daddy daycare. I'm not going to babysit your stuff. I'm not going to babysit your mess anymore. And you be comfortable and think you can shout it out, run it out, scream it out, holler it out, dance it out. He said, no, I'm here to deliver. He said, I am a deliverer. So I am here to deliver you, that we will truly understand that we're not babes in a whole lot of areas that we're playing a baby in. Scattered bones.